Welcome to the Lodestar Podcast, your guide to self-help and personal growth. Join hosts Jim McCann, a business leader and philanthropist, and Dr. George S. Everly Jr., a leading psychologist, as they distill top self-help advice into practical insights. Discover the tools you need to achieve your goals and lead a successful, happy life. Welcome to your journey with the Lodestar Podcast.
George, early in the process, you said, changing your life begins with changing your mind.
So let's go back in history just very quickly. The physician that coined the term stress, taking it from physics into biology, and then built an academic empire around it, was a guy by the name of Hans Selye. But when he retired, someone asked him, is there one phrase, is there one concept that captures your 60 years of work? And what?
That's a challenge.
Well, this experimental surgeon, this brilliant endocrinologist says, yes, I want people to understand one thing, and it's not what happens to them that matters. It's how they take it. So are you an optimist? Are you a pessimist? Are you the person who emerges from adversity, seeing the possibilities not only for resilience, but for growth beyond it? Can adversity be a springboard to growth that you would not have otherwise had? Or are you the person that sees just the adversity and is consumed by it? And that's the difference between the optimist and the pessimist.
I remember I had the opportunity to work years ago with a man I truly came to admire and respect and enjoyed any time I spent with him, now gone, but his name was Zig Ziglar. And he wrote a book that I read and reread called Goals. And he said, there's two ways of approaching it. You walk up to the counter, you're expecting to get on the flight, and they say, we're going to be delayed 2 hours. And there's the person off on the side, everything's ruined, this is terrible. The other fellow says, well, I have 2 hours here as a gift for me. And that's such a different approach.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Lodestar Podcast. We hope it sparked new insights for your personal growth. Now, take the principles you've learned and act on them. Share your thoughts with us using #LodestarBook. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, every step forward is a step toward a better you. See you next time on the Lodestar Podcast.